Yeah, man. Well, we got about 10 minutes left. Can we answer a couple questions that were in the comments?
Go for it.
This one's gonna hurt, Lonzo. I know it's gonna hurt because it's hurting me just reading it. Oh my man. Yo, Unc, did you ever have a cool relationship with D.O.C?
Yeah.
Now, I'm a preface that by saying, guys, there's a little behind the scenes thing. Lonzo had a full conversation with the D.O.C. He had him on the show, but he forgot to hit record.
Man,
so the D.O.C. interview that never was. Maybe you can tell us after you answer that question about your
relationship. The same day, man. I was too embarrassed, man. D.O.C. came to me. The DJ that left Eve After Dark that allowed Yella to slip into his slot was Dr. Rock. Dr. Rock moved to Texas, and that's where he met D.O.C. Dr. Rock formed a group called the Feel the Fresh Crew that came to California to record here in my studio. And that's where Dre and all. Well, we actually met. The crew went to Texas to do a show, and that's when we connected with Dr. Rock and the Feel the Fresh Crew. And they all came back to California to record in the studio. D.O.C. just did his documentary, and he called me personally to be a part of his documentary. And I didn't realize, hey man, why you want me in a documentary? Lonzo, man, shit, dog, wasn't for me. For you, I wouldn't have met Dr. Rock and blah blah blah. So yeah, and he did do my show, and probably the one of the most stupidest things I've ever did in my life. I did a whole show, an hour and a half, and he opened up his heart about his drinking situation, having a kid with Erykah Badu, how to change his life, all this stuff, and I fucked around and didn't push record.
Before you guys laugh out there, we've all done it once as a podcaster. We've all done it once.
And did not push record.
Oh,
I couldn't call him at that time and say, man, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I'm gonna call him up, hey man, tell him what happened. But we cool. I mean, we cool right now. Me and D.O.C. we never had a problem. I had to apologize to him because I thought he set me up one time. But
talk about that.
Huh?
Talk about that.
Well, it was a situation right after Dre left crew cut. I was in Compton at this hotel. They were having a convention. I was on the panel, and I saw him whisper at Suge. And shortly, and he kind of looked my way, but he might not be looking at me. And I always thought he was pointing me out because shortly later on in the lobby, Suge walked up on me. And I guess he was trying to intimidate me. I was talking to two guys, and we having a full-blown conversation, and for no reason, they just disappeared. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? And I turned around, Suge was standing behind me, smelling like 8-Ball. And I'm like, oh, shit, here you go. And hey, man, you Lonzo? I said, yeah. I'm Suge. I said, I know who you are. And he says, I heard you got a problem with my people. And I knew what he was talking about, but I'm gonna tell y'all something in the game of the streets. Always play dumb. Buy yourself some time. And who's your people, man? And while he's answering this question, I'm easing my hand on this phone receiver. Because back then they had them wall phones. You ever see the Joe Pesci in the Casino movie where he went and fooled out with that phone handle? Well, that was my intention if things go bad. And I said, no, man. I said, I ain't got a problem with nobody. I know where you guys are. You're right there at Dick Griffey Building, right there on Highland and Sunset, Highland and Hollywood Boulevard. If I had a problem, I know where to find you at. And the whole demeanor changed. Oh, man, wow, man. He gave me a card. You got some artists, let me know. Whoop-de-whoop. I took my hand to the receiver, gave me that, and we left. That was it. And I thought for a while, I was one of the D.O.C. pointed me out to, but I figured it was just one of them situations. I had to apologize to him for that shit.
What year are we talking? What year of Suge Knight are we talking?
Before Death Row.
Because he had his levels. So before Death Row was Death Row.
Death Row was still DEF Row at that time. They hadn't even had a record out yet. Dre had just left, and it was the Compton Lasman Hotel. So Compton ain't the Lasman Hotel ain't been the Lasman since the 90s. So it had to be maybe about 90, man, 89, 90, dude. I was just started my company called Michel'le Entertainment. I was doing something totally different at that time. So yeah, I was passing out flyers, doing my thing, and he walked up on me, and that was we only had 2 conversations. That was one of them. And the second time he came to the club, and he came downstairs to the cafe to meet somebody, and I had to pass by. I got a picture with him. That's it. I mean, Suge. But me and D.O.C, I mean, we cool. Every time I see him, we always have great conversation. He another Gemini, and I tease him about being such a big dude because people don't. He's about 6'3", he's a big motherfucker. I didn't realize he was that goddamn big, so I stood next to him. Okay, and I was teasing. I saw him at this premiere of the Fine One. I said, dude, I didn't know you was this goddamn big. You was big ass linebacker ass. We started laughing and shit. Oh man, that's how they do it in Texas, Lonzo. They going big in Texas. I ain't mad at you, Doc.
You know you're good friends with someone when you can imitate their voice, even though it was a tragic situation. You know, I'm sure you guys are cool that you can literally imitate his voice. Lastly, before we go, Anthony Holmes said, "Hey, Lonzo, got that turn off the lights 12-inch today. I see you were ahead of the record company logo necklace charm trend."
Yeah, that was my thing. I've always worn shit around my neck. And when I formed Crew Cut Records, everybody had logos made. Everybody had. I still got mine. I still got my gold piece right to this day. This here is a bunch of chains and rings I had melted down, but I refuse to let my crew cut go. And my crew cut has Crew Cut Records, and at the bottom of it, it says Lonzo on it. You see it on. You'll see it on. You can see it on the chain. Everybody had one on that. Everybody had one. I think on the album cover. That was the thing we did. We had our logo on the album cover. We all had on black shirts. And I mean, I'm sorry, Doc. My assistant had wrapped it up and shipped it before I had a chance to sign it, Doc. I apologize, man. I really apologize.
What you got coming up on Thursday?
I'm working on Yella, man. I'm trying to get Yella on the show.
Ooh, please hit record, man.
I told Unknown has been helping me with this book. I said, look, you done
that's right.
Everybody. Soren Baker, Vlad, you need to come see my black ass too, damn it. Okay?
So, yeah, Unknown was off camera answering questions and shit on Vlad TV.
Oh, was it?
I guess Yella took him with him, and he said Unknown's off camera, and I get Unknown does not get on camera, but you heard him in the background.
So yeah, that's how I'm working on him. Hopefully, I'll know. Hopefully by the day of tomorrow. I got another something else I can pull up my sleeve right quick. But yeah, that's how we doing it, folks. We good?
Yeah, man. Yeah, always a pleasure, my man. Every Tuesday, I look forward to this.
Yes, I do too. Man, this show here gives me a chance to vent on a lot of shit I during the week. So, when you get to be an old dude, you got a bunch of old buddies, and we sit around and talk about your head. A lot of what you guys are hearing are regurgitated arguments I've already had earlier that week. So, much love to y'all for allowing me to share this with you. Hopefully, somebody's listening, and it's gonna make a difference in their life. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always a pleasure, my man.
You know how we do it, y'all, from the West Coast to the East Coast and everything in between, folks. You're live with the Godfather, West Coast Hip Hop, and my main man, the Dusty One, Dusty Vision, folks. See y'all Thursday, God willing. We out. Peace.
Peace.